Let me start with something I see all the time. A patient in their late 60s sits down, rubs their knees, and says something that sounds simple but carries a lot behind it. Doctor, I walk every day, but I still feel weaker. And then comes the question most people over 60 are quietly asking themselves, is this just aging? Now here's the truth, and it surprises almost everyone when they hear it. Walking is not enough anymore. That doesn't mean walking is bad. It's healthy. It keeps you moving. But after 60, walking changes. It becomes maintenance. It helps you keep what you have, but it doesn't rebuild what you've lost. And if your muscles have already weakened, even slightly, walking alone won't bring that strength back. That's why so many people feel stuck. They're doing the right thing, yet their knees still ache. Their balance feels off, and simple movements feel harder than they should. And over time, something even deeper starts to happen. They begin to hesitate before standing up, before taking the stairs, before walking a little farther than usual, not because they can't, but because they're not sure anymore. And that uncertainty slowly chips away at confidence. But here's the real question. What if one simple exercise could change that? Not harder, not intense, not something that requires a gym, just smarter. A movement that works with your body, not against it. Today, I'm going to show you one exercise surgeons often recommend because it targets the exact muscles walking quietly ignores. And once you understand why it works, you'll never look at movement the same way again. Most people believe walking is the best exercise for aging well, and in many ways it is. It supports your heart, it keeps you active, it helps you stay engaged with the world. But here's what almost no one explains clearly. Walking repeats the same pattern over and over, step, step, step. And if your body already has weakness, especially in your thighs, hips, or stabilizing muscles, then every step reinforces that weakness. It doesn't correct it, it repeats it. It's subtle. You don't notice it day to day, but over weeks and months, it adds up. You start to feel less stable, more fatigued, more cautious with movement. You may even shorten your steps without realizing it, or rely more on railings, or avoid certain movements altogether. And here's the key insight most people miss. Walking doesn't challenge your muscles enough to rebuild strength, especially the deeper stabilizing muscles that protect your knees and control your balance. So your body adapts, but in the wrong direction. What your body actually needs after 60 isn't more movement, it's the right movement, targeted, controlled, intentional. Movement that rebuilds strength, not just maintains it. Movement that teaches your body how to support itself again. And that's where this next exercise comes in. The exercise is called the sit to stand. It sounds simple, because it is, but that simplicity is exactly why it works, especially after 60. In fact, this is one of the most commonly recommended movements by surgeons and physical therapists for restoring lower body strength because it directly trains the muscles you rely on every single day, standing up, sitting down, climbing stairs, maintaining balance. In other words, it trains real life. Now picture this clearly. You're sitting in a sturdy chair, feet flat on the ground, about hip-width apart. Your back is straight, but not stiff. Your shoulders are relaxed. Now gently lean your body slightly forward and slowly stand up. Not fast, not using momentum, but with control. Feel your legs doing the work. Feel your muscles engage. Then slowly sit back down. Again, controlled. That's one repetition, and it may feel simple, but inside your body something powerful is happening. Your quadriceps, the muscles in the front of your thighs, activate to lift you. Your glutes engage to stabilize your hips. Your core works quietly to keep you balanced, and your joints begin to relearn how to move together again. This is what walking alone cannot do. This doesn't just maintain strength, it rebuilds it.
Now, here's something important. Most people try this exercise, but they never get the full benefit. And it's not because the exercise doesn't work, it's because of one small mistake. They rush it. They push off with their hands too much, or they drop back into the chair without control. And when that happens, the muscles don't fully engage, the joints don't learn stability, and the real benefit is reduced. So here's the principle you want to remember. Slow is strong. The slower you move, the more your muscles activate, the more your joints stabilize, especially on the way down. That lowering phase, when you sit back down, is where real strength is built. It's where control develops. It's where your body learns to support you safely. Think about it like this. Anyone can fall into a chair, but controlling your descent? That's strength. That's stability. That's what protects you in real life. Now let's go a little deeper, because this isn't just about muscles. When you do this movement consistently, your body begins to change from the inside. Blood flow improves to your joints. Cartilage receives more nutrients, almost like it's being gently nourished with each movement. The muscles around your knees and hips become stronger and more supportive. Your tendons and ligaments adapt, becoming more resilient. And your brain improves coordination and balance. It starts to trust your movements again. But something else happens too, something most people don't expect. Your confidence begins to return. Because when your body feels stable, your mind feels safe. And when your mind feels safe, you stop hesitating. You stop overthinking every movement. You begin to move more naturally again. And that's where the real transformation happens. Because this isn't just about exercise. It's about what strong legs give back to you. Standing up without hesitation, walking across a room without thinking about balance, climbing stairs with more confidence, getting out of bed without stiffness controlling your morning, going outside without quietly worrying about whether your legs will hold up. These are the small moments that define independence. And after 60, independence becomes one of the most valuable things you have. Every repetition of this movement is a step toward protecting it. Not someday, but right now. If you're starting today, keep it simple. Start with 5 to 10 repetitions. Take your time. Rest when you need to. Then repeat if you feel comfortable. Use a higher chair if needed. Use your hands lightly for support if necessary. There's no pressure to be perfect. There's no rush to improve quickly. Consistency matters more than intensity. Even doing this once a day can begin to make a difference. And over time, you'll notice something subtle. Standing becomes easier, movement feels smoother, and your confidence starts to grow without you even realizing it. And here's the truth most people don't hear often enough. You are not too old to rebuild strength. Your body is still capable, still adaptable, still responsive, even now, even after years of feeling weaker. Strength doesn't disappear forever. It just needs the right signal to come back. And sometimes, the most powerful changes come from the simplest movements. So the next time you stand up from a chair, pause for a moment. Don't rush it. Use it. Turn that simple movement into something that strengthens you. Because at this stage of life, it's not just about adding years. It's about adding strength to every year you have.